should I tip my vendors? Ooh, this one's a tough one. And this makes me uncomfortable doing this video because I am a vendor. So it's like, should you tip me? This is one of the most uncomfortable questions that I've been asked. It often shows up in those like planning books or, you know, a magazine that says questions to ask your videographer. So I have been asked from time to time, should I tip you, or is tip included? And I never knew how to answer that question. But here's what I've come to understand over the years. If there's a vendor who owns their own business and they set their own prices, a tip for them would be optional. So for me, I'm a videographer, I own my own business, nobody is above me, I work for myself, I set my own prices completely, so I never go into a wedding expecting a tip. However, there are people who work at your wedding. Maybe it's a DJ, maybe there's a bigger company that they have several DJs that they send out at different weddings throughout every weekend. So the DJ may work for a company and that person does not get to choose their prices. They just get paid what the DJ company pays them. That would be somebody that you would probably want to tip. Anybody who's working for somebody else that they don't get to name their own prices, name their own wages, those are people that you want to consider tipping. So while I said I never go into a wedding expecting a tip, I do get tipped from time to time, and it is wonderful and appreciated, and it really makes you feel loved and cared for and appreciated. So I'm not making this video to try to get tips. That's not it at all. So please don't take it as that. But tips for people who set their own prices, those are optional. If you do want to go above and beyond and you feel like they did a really great job on their day, then any kind of tip would be helpful. It doesn't have to be any certain amount. Like I've gotten a $20 tip before, and it's just the meaning behind that is so great to feel like, okay, they really felt like I did a good job and I worked really hard today. You know, whether it's $20 or $200, it's, you know, it feels good to be appreciated and to feel grateful. So if that's something that is important to you and you have room in your budget, you would like to really tip the people who have gone above and beyond, work that into your budget. If you're at your max and you really can't, then those things are optional, but do consider tipping those people who do not run their own business, do not set their own prices. People like DJs, limo drivers, bus drivers, a maitre d' at the reception location, a decorator. Those are some people to consider, but really go based on, do they own their own business? Have they set their own prices? I hope that's helpful. I know it's an awkward conversation. It's an awkward conversation for me. So I stumbled through this video. So thanks for sticking with me. We'll see you next week. Bye.